Hello students, let us discuss some elementary transformations in complex analysis. The first one is identity transformation. The transformation W is equal to f of z, which is defined to be z itself, is called identity transformation. Take W equals to z. That means if you give z in z plane, after transformation is getting z itself in W plane. So how it happens, let us see. W equals to z means substitute for W and z as two different complex numbers, that is u plus iv and x plus iy. On comparing both sides, we get the real parts are equal and imaginary parts are equal. So u equals to x and v equals to y. That means u, v are the coordinates in W plane. That means what? Under the transformation, under this type of transformation, the point in z plane x comma y is mapped to the same point x comma y in W plane. That means every point x comma y in z plane mapped to itself in W plane. Okay, the next type is reflection. The transformation W is equal to f of z, it is defined to be z bar. That means complement of z. Complement of z is called z bar. This is called reflection transformation. In this W is equal to z bar means substitute for W and z bar. How the transformation takes place like this. Substitute for W as u plus iv and z as x plus iy. So the complement of x plus iy is nothing but x minus iy. So on comparing both sides, u equals to x and v equals to minus y. Under this transformation, xy is mapping to x comma minus y. Xy point in the z plane mapping to x comma minus y in the W plane. Okay, so we can say that x comma minus y is the reflection of the point x comma y. For example, we can assume like this. In the z plane, xy point is there. Here in the first quadrant, xy point is lies. So after transformation, the reflection of x comma y, in W plane is in fourth quadrant by taking x as positive and y as negative, x comma minus y, which comes under fourth quadrant. Okay, so this is called a reflection mapping or reflection transformation in complex analysis. So the next transformation is translation. The transformation W equals to f of z, which is defined to be z plus c. W equals to z plus c. This type of transformation is called translation, where c is complex constant. Let us see the transformation happens like this. W equals to z plus c. Substitute W as u plus iv, z as x plus iy and c as c1 plus I into c2. In the right hand side, simplify like this by taking real part and imaginary part separately. On comparing both sides, we get u equals to x plus c1 and v equals to y plus c2. We can observe here that in this type of transformation, the point x comma y in z plane is shifted by constant distance c1 and c2 after the transformation. That means you observe here x comma y has changed to x plus c1 and y plus c2. That means x is increased by c1 and y is increased by c2. In the graph, we can see that in the z plane, xy is the point is like this in the first quadrant. After the transformation in W plane, xy is shifted to x plus c1 and y plus c2. That means x is increased by the distance of c1 and y is increased by the distance of c2. X comma y is changed to x plus c1 and y plus c2. Okay. The next type of transformation is magnification and rotation. The transformation W equals to f of z, which is defined to be A into z, is called magnification and rotation, where A is a complex constant. Here we substitute W, A and Z as complex numbers in polar form. We take z is equal to r into e power I theta. It is the complex number in polar form, and similarly for W and A we take different polar forms of the complex number. That means W as capital R into e power I into phi. A, capital A is taken as the polar form of complex number as small a into e power I alpha. So substitute for the given transformation, W is equal to Az. So W as capital R into e power I phi equals to A is capital A is small a into e power I alpha, and R Z as small r into e power I theta. So on simplifying the right hand side, we get AR into e power I into alpha plus theta by adding the powers of the exponential term e. Okay. On comparing both sides, we get capital R is nothing but A into R, and the amplitude or angle is phi equals to alpha plus theta. Capital R is A into R, and phi, in place of phi in right hand side we have alpha plus theta. Phi equals to alpha plus theta. That means we can say that under this transformation, r comma theta are the polar forms of this z, polar forms of the complex number in z plane. R comma theta are the polar form. So after this transformation, it has changed to what is small r. R is replaced by AR. So AR and theta is changed to alpha plus theta. So R changes to AR. Small r changes to AR means depends on the value of A, that the transformation becomes magnification or contraction. R changes to AR depends on the value of A. If A is greater than 1, the transformation becomes magnification. If A is less than 1, the transformation becomes contraction. Okay. So next the theta changes to alpha plus theta. Theta changes to alpha plus theta means amplitude increases by an amount of alpha. Amplitude, that means theta has increased by an amount of alpha. That means this means what? Rotation takes place. Okay. So the next type of transformation is linear transformation. We can say that the transformation W equals to f of z. Az plus b is called linear transformation. Az plus b is called linear transformation, where a and b are complex constants. So that here we have one note, that means every linear transformation is a combination of translation, rotation and magnification. Linear transformation is the combination of all: translation, rotation and magnification. Okay. How it happens? That means take linear transformation as W equals to Az plus b. Substitute Az as W1. Substitute Az as W1, which is the magnification and rotation. In earlier definition, we have seen that magnification and rotation is defined to be the transformation W is equal to f of z as a into z, where a is complex constant, right? So if we substitute Az as W1, which is magnification and rotation, then given transformation W becomes W equals to W1 plus b. W equals to W1 plus b, which is called translation. In the translation definition, we have seen that W equals to z plus c, right, like that. So it is of the form translation. So that we can say linear transformation is the combination of translation, rotation and magnification. Okay. the problems is like this. If I 1 minus I 1 plus I 1 minus I 1 plus I are the vertices of a triangle T in Z plane, find the triangle T dash into which T is mapped to. T is mapped under the transformation W equals to IZ plus 2I. So given transformation is W equals to IZ plus 2 minus I. So given vertices are I, 1 minus I and 1 plus I. These are the vertices of triangle in Z plane. So after mapping defined by W equals to IZ plus 2 minus I, what is the another triangle can we get in the W plane? Okay, so given transformation is like this. Substitute the transformation, substitute the Z for the given vertices. So put Z equals to I, you get f of I. You can simplify like this, you get 1 minus I. So what is I? I means 0 comma 1. I is the point in Z plane, it takes the form 0 comma 1. Okay, so A of 0 comma 1, this is the one of the vertices in Z plane. So I changes to 1 minus I means the coordinates of 1 minus I are 1 comma minus 1, 1 comma minus 1. That means the vertex in Z plane exists as 0 comma 1. It has transformed to 1 comma minus 1 in W plane after the transformation. Okay, so the next vertex is 1 minus I. So put Z equals to 1 minus I in the given transformation. So f of 1 minus I equals to I into 1 minus I plus 2 minus I. After the simplification we get it is 3. So 1 minus I is the point in Z plane. After transformation it gives 3. So in point form we can write B of 1 comma minus 1. 1 comma minus 1 minus I is in complex form. If we write it in coordinates form, we can write this as 1 comma minus 1 in the Z plane. It is noted as the point B. After transformation it is noted as B dash, and 3 is the point. It can be represented in point form as 3 comma 0. Okay, then for the third vertex 1 plus I, what is the transformation? F of 1 plus I substituted in given transformation we get after simplification as 1. So 1 plus I is mapped to 1. So the third vertex is represented as C and the complex number is represented in the coordinates form. It is 1 comma 1. So after transformation we are getting C dash 1 comma 0. 1 is represented in the point form as 1 comma 0. Okay, so in the